Hi everyone, so today we're making a basbousa, which is a Middle Eastern cake made with semolina. So the first thing you need is a cake pan, which is 9 by 13 inches, and then we need to preheat the oven to 375 Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Let's go. So let's talk about the ingredients for this basbousa. We're going to start with some semolina. We need some coarse semolina, fine desiccated coconut, some vegetable oil, bitter lemon, some oat milk, some yogurt, so try and get the plain flavor. This one has a tiny bit of vanilla, some tahini, some almonds, some castor sugar, baking powder, and some bicarb soda. First things first, you basically get the tahini and you smear your baking pan like this. Fully covered. You can use vegetable oil if you want, but this I find gives it a really lovely nutty flavor. We're going to get a little bowl. We're going to pop the yogurt in there. That's just 1 cup of yogurt. Add the sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and we're going to mix it through, and we're just going to leave it to rest. So then we move on to the next stage, and when we come back it would have slightly bubbled because of the baking soda, and we'll leave that for a bit and we'll come back to it. Now we get another bowl, and we've got 3 cups of semolina, pour it in there, and 1/2 a cup of vegetable oil. Give it a good mix through. As it's coming together, we're going to add in the coconut, and we'll do that in stages, so it mixes all the way through. Let me give it a mix and I'll come back. So into the semolina mixture, I've transferred it onto a bigger bowl. That's all mixed through. We're going to add the yogurt mixture and stir that through. We're also going to add 3/4 cup of oat milk. Give it a good stir through and mix it really well. So we're going to get more of a cake batter going at this point. So as you can see, the mixture is much more like a cake batter at this point. It's a little bit more coarse, but this is just about ready to go. We are going to pour that into our pre-prepared cake pan, and we're getting ready to bake. Now give it a bit of a tap to get rid of any air that's trapped. And last, what we're going to do is to pop an almond into the middle of each little diamond that we've got going there. We go like so. And so on. And that's what it looks like before we put it into the oven. And we pop it into the oven, lower rack, for 25 to 30 minutes. So once the cake is in the oven, we're going to make the sugar syrup. Very, very simple, just keeping it to a simmer for about 8 minutes. We have the basbousa baking in the oven. We are going to get the syrup ready. It's going to take about 8 minutes, so it's 1.5 cups of water. Then we're going to mix into that 2 cups of granulated sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but it's going to need it. We're going to mix that through. Keep it stirring. And good, we can bring that up to a simmer and let it bubble away for about 8 minutes. Simmer it for about 8 minutes until it gets very, very thick. As it's simmering, keep giving it a bit of a stir every now and then. Now, be extremely careful with this. You don't want a sugar burn, that hurts. So try not to splatter it in any way. I've done that before, but don't let it get onto your skin. So after about 8 minutes, it's thickened up quite considerably. We're going to give it a quick squeeze of lemon. Go, just get the pips out and then let it cool down a little bit. So once the 30 minutes is up, we're going to take it out. We're going to sprinkle some extra bitter coconut on top. There we go. Wonderful. Now we're going to put it back in the oven on the top grill, and we're going to turn the grill on so we get some color at the top. There we go. Top. We'll turn the grill on and we keep that going for another 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes is up, turn off the stove. It's lovely and brown. Put the cake down. Oh, look at that. That smells absolutely amazing. What we're going to try and do right now is to reinforce the cuts that we made before. So we're going to go through it again. There we go. Look at that. Get that diamond shape back again. It's lovely and brown. Oh, it smells absolutely divine. Let's get those cuts going quickly. Now, even though it is actually set, and I can feel that it is set really well, we need to let it sit. And what we're going to do right now, be very careful. You've got the sugar syrup. We're going to pour that in. It looks like it's a lot, but it's going to get absorbed in and set. So we pour it all in. And we're going to leave it to cool completely. So put it somewhere safe and let it cool completely. So that's it. That's the basbousa, and we've just got to leave it for about an hour to cool completely down before we start serving it up. Otherwise, it'll all crumble. So enjoy.